Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021 Full Manual Master League with Chelsea. If you're enjoying the series, please do click the like button, subscribe, thumbs up it, you know, all that good stuff you've got to do. We are still sitting in 4th place, 1 point ahead of Liverpool, 3 points behind Everton and Arsenal. So, yeah, it's going pretty well, to be honest. We got a draw against Fulham 2-2 and we've just beaten Leeds 2-1. And we're sort of changing up our formations depending on how our players are feeling. It's a very strange systems that we're now playing. So against Leeds, we actually went to a 4-2-2-2 with 2 attacking midfielders. Worked really well. The one thing we are going to do is we're going to change from possession to counter because I just prefer it when as soon as we win the ball, players run forward. So we're going to have a quick look to see who's actually up for today's game. So, well, Reece James is up for it, so we're going to play him at right back because that's where he prefers to be played. So Rudiger, Christensen. I don't know if there's someone that can come in instead of Christensen potentially at centre back. Let's give Kana a game. We'll give Kana a game, although Rudiger's knackered, so Kana can come in for Rudiger. Abraham is pretty up for it. Scored a brilliant goal with Abraham. If I remember, I'll put it in now. So hopefully you saw that goal and I remember to edit it in. Otherwise, it's going to look pretty stupid. But yeah, I've actually put it in for a Goal of the Month nomination in for the True Brits. If anyone watches him, he does a Goal of the Month thing. So I've submitted it for that. It's on full manual, so it should get me a little bit of bonus sort of kudos, as it were. But yeah, it was a lovely little quick counter-attack and then Tammy Abraham banging it in from, well, miles out. That's the only way to describe it, really, isn't it? As I'm still just faffing around with the team. I probably should have done this away from having the camera on. But this is sort of the formation we used in the last game, and it works very, very well. Obviously, Leeds and Anderlecht are going to be pretty two different kettle of fish, I'd imagine. We could play Azpilicueta at centre-back. I know he's slow. We're going to give it a go. Give it a go for this one. Brahim Diaz is up for this as well. He's not got a look in for any sort of game time under me. Is anyone... Actually, Jorginho could do with a rest. Kante. I mean, we'll always play Kante if he's up for it. We'll make him captain as well. Where's Chilwell? Chilwell's down. Werner, Osimhen, Mount, Eze. I could start Eze, but there's no need to when Havertz and Ziyech are like that. So I think that'll do. Let's get into it. So hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Champions League here at Lotto Park in Anderlecht. I've actually seen the proper Anderlecht Stadium when I visited Anderlecht, back years and years and years ago. I went there and it was a lovely place, really enjoyed it, great food, some of the best food I've ever had. But there we go, the teams walk out, the Champions League anthem is on in the background, albeit pretty quietly for some reason in this game. But a mixed lineup from Ruud Gullit today with Azpilicueta at centre-back, partnering Kana against his former club. And the home team will be looking to get something where Chelsea know that a win puts them through from the group. So no more messing around. Let's get in to kick off. And it's going to be Anderlecht that get us underway. Lokonga into Gobo. Miazga goes out to Duval. And my pronunciation got mocked in the last episode when we played, not in the previous episode, but in the last time we played Anderlecht, and I'm going to stick with it. I mean, pronunciation has never been my strong point, has it? Those of you that watch Football Manager videos will know that. And yeah, I just sort of say the name as I think it should be pronounced. But Azpilicueta's had an absolute shocker to start. Kana is trying to get back, and there's lots of space there. Emerson on the cover, well, sorts of deals with it. Bloody hell, that was absolutely terrible. As Havertz looks to take care of the situation. Jorginho into Kante. A bit of a frantic start for the team in white, but reigning from London, the London Blues. Kante, that sounds like an ex-Pro Evo name for them, doesn't it? London Blues. I think that's what they may have even been called. Havertz up against his man Marino, gets round him, tries to lay that back towards the edge. Kante can't quite get there. Brundu back to Corbau, back to Brundu again. Those two playing a bit of their own little football there. Now they've got round the back of Reece James, and Vlap is going to put an early cross in. Azpilicueta did very well to actually get across and cover it. Zulji into Masona. Masona just standing up against Jorginho. Actually wins the free kick. Referee says play on, and Kante tries to get back there. What a wonderful ball over the top. But Kepa wasn't really troubled by the final attempt. But Chelsea have started pretty sluggish here today. Ruud Gullit's not going to be too happy with that. Kai Havertz picks the balls up in a little bit of space. Doesn't get round Zulji though. I'm pretty sure that is a name I'm absolutely butchering. So I do apologise, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. Reece James on the right-hand side. Ziyech just sort of standing in front of him. Uses Jorginho in field up towards Barbosa, but the pass was poor. Rumours are abound that Chelsea are looking for big name signings in the January transfer window, which isn't too far away as we get towards the end of November. As Bundu looks to put it in towards Vlap. He then goes out towards the other wing. Murillo pushed forward from fullback. Great tackle from Havertz, who keeps it in and fires it straight up the line to Tammy Abraham, who touches it in field but then just shows it to Corbeau a bit too much. And Chelsea yet to find their rhythm really in this game here in Belgium. Murillo tackled again by Emerson. That is the out ball up there towards Abraham, who's running the channels pretty well. Flicks it in field towards Kai Havertz. He's got runners and one of them's Emerson, who keeps the ball in play. Emerson looks to put a cross in. It's a corner ball. And 20 minutes in, Chelsea not doing too badly. Anderlecht having the better of it though. There's Tammy Abraham's nice and tall, isn't he? Let's see if we can get this one towards Abraham at the back. Heads it back across Jorginho. Oh, I got the shot all wrong. Great header down from Tammy Abraham. Oh, Jorginho. He's had a shocker. He's had a shocker. Yeah, Gullit has been talking in the press how he feels the squad is a little bit too bloated and knows there's going to have to be some changes in personnel to bring in the players that he'd like to bring in and also slim the squad down. Doesn't want players becoming unhappy because of a lack of game time. Jorginho picks the ball up into Ziyech. Ziyech flicks it through. It has got through to Tammy Abraham. Abraham's in. What a save from the keeper. He stood up, stood tall. I wasn't expecting that. It's come to Kante. He has a shot deflected. Easy for Vellenruther, which is another name I'm pretty sure I'm butchering. But a great save from the goalkeeper there. Really did well as the ball fell, got through, squirmed its way through to Tammy Abraham. And keeper stayed big. Defended it well. Very well indeed. Masuna in again behind Reece James. It's all sort of stemming from Azpilicueta being pretty crap at defending. That's a ferocious shot there. As Emerson's tried to be a bit too casual in defending that. And again, Kante, who's been integral to the way Ruud Gullit has set this Chelsea team up with a superb block, and now Kai Havertz can launch the counter-attack. He's got so much space to run into. The Anderlecht team are just sort of ignoring him. He lays it into Tammy Abraham with a shot. Oh, went for the near post. Shoot across the keeper, Dave. Come on. You're better than that. Havertz, what bombing down the middle of the pitch. No one could get near him. The defender came across, laid a good ball into Abraham. Good touch. And then shot to the near post. Jorginho, lovely pick-up on the ball from Ziyech. Looks towards Barbosa. Lovely first touch to bring it inside. Good shot. And again, Wellenruther makes a very good save. His shot was pretty much straight at him, but obviously Chelsea have got big games coming up in the league. They want to carry on that top four march, potentially try and get a place towards the top of the table, challenging for a title is what Gullit, when he moved here, said he wanted to do. And he's got to improve the squad and improve performances ever so slightly to make that happen, but they are up there in the top four at the moment. Massive game against Liverpool coming up to see who will cement that top four spot. Plenty of football still to play, obviously, but it's started reasonably well for Chelsea, and he's definitely has got better players to use here, and one of them is not Azpilicueta, who has had an absolute shocker there. Manages to get it back to Kepa. Let's see if we can ping this one over the top towards Abraham, who's not really made a good attempt for that ball. Tammy Abraham, ball through, looking for Barbosa, flicks it on one more to Ziyech, looking for the runner Jorginho, who is given a bit more licence to roam in this 4-2-2-2 that we've seen from Ruud Gullit, as Corbeau picks the ball up into Miazga. Vlap, back to Miazga. Divale, up to Masona. Masona and Vlap has kept running forward and he's picked it out, and this is where Azpilicueta's failings are all too clear to see. It's pace when people get in behind, but Chelsea again, look at the numbers they throw forward on this counter-attack. Ziyech outside of the boot, nearly a wonderful ball through to Tammy Abraham, but that clearance was terrible and it's actually fallen back to Chelsea. Abraham Ziyech can't quite get there. Again, a poor clearance falls to Jorginho, but he couldn't control it. And, well, Anderlecht live to hold on. This game's still 1-0 somehow. Plenty of poor football on display, to be honest, as that's lifted up. Miazga with a good header. Masona is good. Speedy little winger, Masona. I've looked at him in Football Manager before. He looks pretty decent, to be honest. Lokonga out to Diwale. Diwale to Vlap. And again, Anderlecht keeping the ball well, but not really making any inroads. And they do need a result if they're going to have any hope of getting out of the group today. A point will do them okay. But I guess you would say their sights are probably set on trying to get that third place spot, as Kepa's forced into a good save there on the stroke of half time. So Verschaden over the set piece. Looks to fire this one in towards the back post. It's sort of bouncing around. Bawundu, oh, what an effort. But the half-time whistle goes and it is 0-0. Pretty even game. 5 shots, 3 on target for both teams. Anderlecht edging the possession. Vincent Kompany's team doing well, but Chelsea will know that they can hit Anderlecht on the counter. One change at half-time. Azpilicueta off, Rudiger on. Azpilicueta's absolutely shocking. He's probably not going to play for me ever again, I'd be quite tempted to say. Ziyech, oh, what a run. What a bursting run that is from Ziyech. Ziyech is in on goal. Ziyech shoots. Oh, and straight from kickoff. Chelsea have the lead and they get the goal. And that is all about Ziyech. What a strike. What a hit. It's a very, very lovely goal. Brilliant. Just picked up here, Kante, and it was this burst of pace that just took him past the Anderlecht midfielder. Into that on the left foot. Keeper's got no chance with that sort of power. Ziyech fires it home. 1-0 to Chelsea. Kante here. Lovely little dink through ball. And it's just all about Ziyech. That pace was brilliant. The burst round the defender. Just took a nice little touch to get himself into the box and fires it left-footed past the goalkeeper. 1-0 Chelsea. Thank you very much. And that forces them into a sub. Di Matta, the starting striker, normally is coming on for this one to replace Bundu for Anderlecht. But a superb start to the second half. Exactly what Ruud Gullit would have wanted. It is 1-0 to Chelsea. Lokonga up towards Di Matta, who's been a bit more of a target man since coming on. He's held the ball up well. Mourinho puts that one in. Reece James is there to get a good defensive header on it, although it's a bit of a central clearance. Zelj under pressure from Kante, and Kante has been absolutely superb. Abraham turns, sees the run of Barbosa. So, oh, it was nearly a really good first touch. I thought I'd just done enough to swing it past the on-rushing defender as Kubau is there. Verschaden, good first time pass into Zulj. Up it goes towards Di Matta. Di Matta, though, just crowded out of it. How's he held on to that? Zulj on the ball. Puts that in again. Reece James had to stretch a leg and get there. As Ziyech nods it on to Kante. And there are runners for Chelsea here. And one of them is Kai Havertz. He sees the run of Barbosa. He's just placed a little bit behind him. He's asked a lot of Ziyech. And Vlap covers well. Kante picks up a yellow card. A little bit of a dodgy tackle there from N'Golo Kante. Flying a little bit late as it was just passed around by Anderlecht. As you can just see there, just sort of ran in, grabbed him a little bit. Referee played advantage, but it was brought back. And it's been a pretty well-tempered game, to be honest. That's the first bit of ill discipline from either team as Kobau takes this into Lokonga. Zulj plays that into Di Matta, and it needed a very strong tackle right at the last from Kana, who has stepped into this team very well today. He has done well. Reece James, up it goes all the way up to Barbosa. Back to Ziyech. You can see the crossfield pass to Kai Havertz. Lovely little touch, trying to play that one in towards Kante, but Abraham says, I'll take over. Sees the run of Kante and just about intercepted at the last minute. Chelsea starting to show a little bit of dominance, but Anderlecht threatening occasionally. Just got to be wary, Chelsea. They are the away team and they are 1-0 up. There's about 25 minutes to go. Chelsea moving the ball around really well as they just try to get into Anderlecht's area there, but at the moment Anderlecht aren't really... Oh, Kana, that is absolutely shocking. What are you doing? Substitution then for Chelsea. Emerson comes on to replace... Emerson comes off to be replaced by Mendy, and Anderlecht made a second substitution as well, but I wasn't too sure who it was. I didn't quite see it. Havertz lets that one drift out after... Oh, it's a Takindi. Takindi. I don't know. Takindi sounds better, doesn't it? It sounds a bit more exotic. So we'll go with Takindi. Reece James. There's that one up to Jorginho. Jorginho's got, again, plenty of time. Anderlecht have been a bit guilty of this at times, leaving it too late to press. As Ziyech now comes forward up against Diwali. Diwali as Ziyech lays that one back towards Jorginho. Fancies a hit, Jorginho. God, what an effort. Forced the keeper into a decent save. 20 minutes to go. Ziyech again just realised he wasn't going to beat Diwali for pace. Laid this one back into the pass. Sort of teeing it up to say, have a go, son. And have a go he did. What a hit. Kana's making a run towards the front post here. And he's going to be asking for the ball. Can he win it? Oh, he does. Does when it's bouncing around. Oh, he actually chested it down, which is something they don't normally do at the front post. It's come loose to Di Matta, who gives Reece James a bit of the run around. Jorginho looks to intercept that. Just clatters into the Anderlecht man. And Chelsea will take the throw-in. Somehow that wasn't a free kick. Interesting. So 15 minutes to go, and Chelsea have been slowing the game down quite a lot, just keeping possession, knowing that the win would put them through in the group. As Mendy, with a very good tackle there, accelerates away, showed a bit too much of the ball to the Anderlecht player. Jorginho's on hand to pick it up though. I thought Ziyech would have run forwards, not backwards. What an idiot. Reece James, a fantastic tackle in the middle there, can try and release Abraham, who keeps the ball back to Jorginho. Jorginho will invite Mendy forward. 10 minutes to go in this one now. As Mendy with a heavy touch. I'm so guilty of that, sprinting when I don't need to. Kante tried to poke it around the corner, didn't quite get that right. Di Matta just, again, sort of crowded out of it, but somehow holds the ball. He's a very good bullying target man, Di Matta. Very good strength on the ball. Murillo gives that away. It's a terrible pass from Murillo. Barbosa picks it up. Abraham, has he got the pace to get past Kubau? He has. Got the tackle slightly wrong, Kubau. Abraham wins the corner. No, it's not. He's played it off in goal kick. As Musona is replaced by Amazu and Murillo replaced by Milic for Anderlecht. It's a good ball through to Trebel, who's got into a bit of space, but Kana positioned himself well to get in the way of that one. Do you know what? I saw the referee and for some reason thought that's one of my players. So that was a terrible pass. Rudiger's been pulled out of centre-back, and it's Amuzu against Reece James, and he's done very well, but Kana, who's had a very good game at centre-back today, it's going to fall to Vlap. Jorginho gets a good block on it. Reece James against Amuzu again. De Vale, Reece James was just wary of the run from Amuzu, and Anderlecht just having a bit of a sort of resurgence towards the end of the game here. Vlap over the ball, does take it quickly, although it was in a prime position for shooting. Kana is under it, but misses it, as did Di Matta in the middle. Takinde tries to put it back in. That's going to go past the post. 3 minutes to go. You'd think Chelsea would hold on. A Chelsea substitution then. Barbosa off. Timo Werner on. To the final few minutes, Chelsea more than happy just to keep possession. Why is it when I talk about us keeping possession, I then pass the ball to an Anderlecht player? Unbelievable. Vlap. Not long for Chelsea to hold out in this one. As Di Matta's going to try and turn. Takinde. Into Trebel, Milic. Force wide, and it goes. Rudiger's underneath it, heads it away, and Mendy can put his foot there to fire it up towards Werner, but it's a poor pass out. Vlap's there. The Kongu, Kante, great tackle. Jorginho clears, and that is full time, and Chelsea are through to the Champions League knockouts. And there you have it, folks. Chelsea top of the group. Group C, 10 points. Barcelona, 7 points. Porto and Anderlecht both without... could Porto... They could still qualify, couldn't they, if Barcelona lose their next games? I think that's right. 2 games to play. We're through, because the most Porto and Anderlecht can get is 6 more points to put them on 9. But they could both catch Barcelona, so still things to play for in the Champions League. But delighted with that, we are through. But next up, a huge game against Liverpool. I think it's 4th v 5th in the Premier League. Excuse me, I've just wolfed down a little cookie. As if it felt rushed that I rushed those the celebrations of getting through, it's because my doorbell went. So I went and got my doorbell, and then on the way back from getting the door, I walked past the kitchen where we've got some really nice cookies, so I had a cookie. But yeah, we've got a derby game coming up against Arsenal, which will be interesting. We win our next match, we'll show them what we're made of. There you go. Next up is Liverpool, though, not Arsenal. We have Liverpool next. As a clean sheet victory, and goalkeeper Kepa said this: winning the game and keeping a clean sheet is about as good as it gets. And then, because PES moves through things too quickly, I didn't manage to see what they said. But we've got a job offer of some description. Manager offers. West Ham. No, thank you. We'll be turning that down. Now, I'm not going to show you guys the messages because there'll be some some spoilers in there that I don't want to give off, so we'll be right back. Basically, it was to tell us that we got offered the West Ham job and that Tammy Abraham is now El Matador. So, very interesting. We did want to do some skill training, though, because I think we've actually finished doing the one we were doing, which is Gabriel Barbosa had something. Now, Super Sub could be very useful because we can put it to one of those strikers. And I feel like, because Shalov had Super Sub, and it did make him play better. Let's give it to Marlon for now. Let's get Marlon on Super Sub. We have got a few other things that we can get. It's really important if you're doing PES and doing a Master League to focus on doing those because they do make a difference. I think we've set this up to be everything we want it to be as well. I'm pretty sure I set all of these up earlier. Yes, although prolific winger isn't probably not quite the right thing for Marlon. We'll keep it as prolific winger. It means it'll work on his goal scoring, stuff like that. Right, Liverpool up next. Let's go and see what sort of form everybody's feeling for this one. As I say, we don't really stick with the 3-5-2. We pick a formation based on who's up for it. So we'll be right back with the team. Okay, so it is actually a 4-2-2-2 again. Eze and Mount come in for this one. Hudson-Odoi probably unlucky to miss out. He's actually been a very good player for us when he's played. We've got quite a few of the big normal starters missing out on this one, but Chilwell, Alberto, Billy Gilmore comes off to the bench, Osimhen and Werner as well. Abraham and Marlon get the nod for this one. Christensen and Tomori at the back, so should be an interesting game. But Mane, Salah and Anthony, is that Anthony Lopez I think they've got on the right hand side up there. Origi comes on, he's always very, very good on Football Manager, Provo. Tielemans, Fabinho and Wijnaldum in the middle, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Yeray and Robertson at the back, Ederson in goal. Moving Ederson and Alisson as your choice of goalkeepers is impressive. Yes, and we're going to give Ramsdale a go for this one. Not too sure how I feel about that. I just need to... Yeah, I have changed Kovacic to a central midfielder. But, right, let's get into the game. It's going to be a tough one. And let's see how we get on. So here we are then, folks, at Anfield, ready for the game. It's going to kick off. And it should be a good one today. Liverpool v Chelsea have always had a bit of a historic past of the Champions League games with Luis Garcia's goal. Was it a goal? Did it go in? Fernando Torres moving from Liverpool to Chelsea, a £50 million transfer that you'd probably argue worked in more of Liverpool's favour than Chelsea's. But they're always good games. They're always good battles. Let's see how this one unfolds. We know Jurgen Klopp's going to play his rock and roll Gegenpressing football, trying to get crosses into the box. And there's an early one for Salah. But his header is off target. Fabinho's robbed the ball and Mane looks over the top in towards Salah again. There's a hit. What a goal from Mo Salah. And Ramsdale's been given the nod today in goal. And I don't think two keepers would have saved that one. It's a fantastic hit from Mo Salah. Ramsdale played the goal kick out to Reece James. His pass infield to Jorginho, or Kovacic, was just intercepted. A dink over the top from Mane. Salah with a left-footed hit. Cracking goal. Absolutely astonishing goal. And that's what Liverpool can do to you. Annoying, isn't it? Kante has got around Fabinho. No, he hasn't, actually. And could be playing into a bit of trouble here with the three strikers of Liverpool. So dangerous as Mason Mount tries to get the ball off Wijnaldum. Alexander-Arnold back up to Wijnaldum. Lovely turn from the Dutchman. And Kante up against Anthony. Kovacic actually comes away with the ball and could be in here as Kovacic runs forward. He's got Tammy Abraham into a bit of space, who has picked this ball up. Lays that back looking for Marlon, but it's not the best pass. Ederson gets it away. I do need to fix the radar because at the moment we're white and Liverpool are light blue. So after this attack, that's what I'm going to go and do. Salah on the ball. Holds off Tomori very well. Obviously, Liverpool have had to, Chelsea have had to make some changes today. Kante brings the ball down out of the air really well. Up to Eze. Eze looks over the top towards Marlon. Try and stretch his legs and use that pace. Joe Gomez is no slouch and Alexander-Arnold can take over. Back to Yeray. And Liverpool just waiting and probing for that chance to launch a long ball forward into the path of Mane and Salah, as we all know they love to do. Kante. Kovacic fires it up, but Fabinho's there to intercept. Into the path of Anthony, looking into Mane. Great first touch. Mane to... Ramsdale with a decent save. Salah took the defender away and Mane with a great effort. And Tomori has been beaten by Salah. Kante heads that only to the edge of the box. It's going to fall to Wijnaldum. Up against Mason Mount. Kante tries to come and offer some support. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who we know we've got has got a great delivery on him. Cuts actually onto his left foot, unlike Trent there. And Kovacic, Chelsea just getting stuck in their own half now. Robertson, they can't break out. Tielemans, Robertson, Wijnaldum, Robertson again. Liverpool teasing with the Chelsea blue. Anthony, Wijnaldum, in it goes to Salah. He tries to turn away from Tomori. Salah shoots past the post. Kante on one more to Kovacic. Best spell of possession so far for Chelsea. Kante, Mason Mount, out towards Emerson, who's had a bit of a resurgence under Ruud Gullit in this Chelsea team. Mason Mount, Kante with a great run. Back towards Mason Mount again. You can see Chelsea trying to find a spot in the breakthrough, but Liverpool just defending so well. Mane picks up the ball looking to counter Kovacic and can't quite get a foot on that. And Mane has got support in the middle and he looks for Tielemans. Reece James read it really, really well. And it's just going to sort of be, you feel it already, it's a game of counter-attack. And as Eze, the new signing for Gullit, one of Gullit's favourite players. Eze, great skills to get around Gomez. Oh, he's put the shot over the bar. Ederson came out. It was a great little run from Eze, and I timed the jink around Gomez really well. Just here, onto the left foot. Oh, it's not far away. It's not far away from Eze. And that's what we need to do. We need to break through the lines like that. We need to catch Liverpool out when they chuck their fullbacks so high up the pitch. It's just a case of trying to not dive in too much when they have the ball up here as well. That's better. We can deal with those sorts of crosses. Kante to Mount. Mount can fire it into the space for Marlon, who's got the wrong side of Joe Gomez. And Marlon then holds off Alexander-Arnold as well. And Marlon's done really well here. Marlon tries to fire it across, but too close to Ederson. An easy catch for the goalkeeper, but shoots of positivity for sure for Chelsea. Half an hour gone. It is 1-0 to the home team, though. Robertson on the left again, in towards Mane. Kovacic tried to read the pass. Tielemans with a powerful effort from range. Just past Ramsdale's post, and that was close. Okay, rightly or wrongly, we're going to try and get Christensen to tightly mark Salah. Just to see if we can just stop him turning so much. He is sort of easily getting away from us. Kovacic will pick up that loose ball. Kante's got a bit of space. Try and feed that one in towards Marlon. Marlon sees the run of Kante. I've overhit that. It was a right idea, bad execution. Kovacic got his body in the way of the attempted pass from Tielemans. It's going to fall to Abraham. Eze with a first-time pass. I didn't put enough on that one. It didn't make it through, but we are playing better. We just need a little bit of luck to go our way. That's a great tackle from Reece James. We're going to try a crossfield ball. I think that's a bit overhit. Joe Gomez can bring it down as well. I saw Mason Mount in loads of space on this side, but I couldn't quite pick him out. Trent Alexander-Arnold up against two and absolutely does me with a roundabout. That's normally the move you can use to get away from the AI. What a ball in, and Mane misses the header. God, I swear it's dangerous. Alexander-Arnold showing really good strength to get away from two, and then a wonderful delivery. Absolutely beautiful from the Liverpool man. Mane should do better. Mane drinks around the challenge of Tomori. Salah is going to try and get in behind, and Ramsdale reads it very well. He's out quickly there. The young English goalkeeper who has still yet to force his way into Ruud Gullit's thinking. Christensen, Kante, into Kovacic. Kovacic up towards Mason Mount. This is better from Chelsea. Mason Mount come forward and he's left Wijnaldum for dead. Mason Mount still going. Joe Gomez flies in. Referee plays advantage. Probably would have preferred the free kick, to be honest, because I couldn't do anything while Mason Mount was on the floor. So referee, why didn't you just give us the free kick, you muppet? Oh, Fabinho's had a shocker. That's never a foul. That is never a foul. That is never a foul. I've nicked the ball off Fabinho's feet, and look at this. Oh, referee's given a foul for that. What a joke. What a joke. Exactly, Tammy. Exactly. Feel aggrieved, feel annoyed. It just flagged up. We've had 38% possession, and I'm happy with that. I know we're 1-0 down, but I'm happy to play and let Liverpool have the ball, and then we try and just spring a counter-attack. That's a wonderful ball from Kovacic to Eze, who once again just accelerates past Tielemans, and his pass is just intercepted, although Marlon's done well to rob it off Gomez and then runs in to Wijnaldum, and Ederson just puts his foot through it, and we are causing Chelsea some problems, and most of them, to be honest, are coming from when Fabinho has the ball. Marlon into Abraham. Ref, that's a foul. There we go. We'll have that one. It's a elbow, that, ref. One of these pointy elbows. Yeah, yellow card. Good. Fabinho picks it up. We can run at him now and try and get him sent off. Abraham just stretched to touch it and then, oh, he's nutted him. He's nutted him. Definite yellow card. Reece James over this, apparently. I'm going to go with the ever reliable Eze from his Crystal Palace days. Eze. He's got it up. Oh, it's too much. Too much. Ah, I think they've tweaked free kicks. I think they have made them a little bit harder in the latest data pack. But with, what, a couple of seconds to go, that will probably be half-time. And it is 1-0. Mo Salah's early wonder strike gives Liverpool the lead. It's been a good game. It's been a decent game. We're not out of it at all. I was toying with making a change, but we haven't made any at half-time. As the second half gets underway. Oh, that was shocking from Tomori. Yeah, I was tempted to bring on Werner or Osimhen for a little bit more pace up front, but I feel like Abraham has been growing into the game and Marlon hasn't been doing too badly, although Salah's left Christensen for dead and his shot goes past the post. That's the one thing with Liverpool. If you dive in and don't get the ball, you are screwed. Absolutely screwed. Really well worked, though. Just there. I thought I could nick the ball with Christensen. Luckily, we had another defender back, so Salah didn't have a free run at goal, but yeah, it's always dangerous. Abraham has picked the ball up in a little pocket of space, just trying to tease some of the Liverpool players in so they tire themselves out a little bit with their gegenpress. Mason Mount flicks that inside to Kante once more. Kovacic. Looking for a bit of support, really, for Kovacic, but he's done well to hold the ball. That's the problem, isn't it? Is that you get under a bit of pressure and then you panic and then passes go off course. As, Robertson's definitely going to put that one through down the line to Tielemans. That was obvious. Salah looking back towards Mane, who's dropped very, very deep, to be honest. James misses the header, but Salah's not going to keep that in. Goal kick. Kante in the middle, picks it up with a bit of space, up towards Abraham, on towards Marlon, back towards Tammy Abraham with a shot. Oh, just couldn't direct it. Couldn't direct it. It's positive, though. It's better. It is better. It was a good play. Kante picked the ball up, in towards Abraham, into Marlon, got it back. Managed to just take a good first touch, but couldn't get the bend on the shot. Goes past the post. I feel like there is a goal in it for us, but Marlon is off to be replaced by Timo Werner. It does give us that little bit more sort of pace and physicality up front. I feel like Werner off the bench is a good player to bring on. Eze wins the ball well, finds Abraham, who actually let that run across his body. I thought there was a chance that Timo Werner may get in behind him, but it didn't quite work like that. Emerson, what a leap that is from the defender. Wijnaldum picks up the ball. Gomez up to Alexander-Arnold, back into Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum looks over the top. Emerson's got to get back again, heads it back really well to Ramsdale, who's not going to hang around. Let's try and get Chelsea moving forward. Kovacic. Eze up towards Abraham. Sees the run of Werner, who's pulled off from Joe Gomez. Oh, it just hit my back and then I didn't know where it was going to land and I guessed and got it wrong. Emerson wins the ball. Into Eze. Just has to start again. Back to Kante. Lovely ball. Oh no, it's not a lovely ball round the corner at all. I didn't see Mane there on the radar. Wijnaldum picks it up for Liverpool in the middle. You see Liverpool just, again, slowing the pace down. Not wanting to rush anything. That's a great tackle from Mason Mount, who looks to get this forward early on towards Abraham. Oh, the little flick back again. I'm panicking when we get the ball. I know that I don't want to try and turn and run at the defence, but I'm rushing the passes. Mane into Tielemans. Robertson. Can try and put him under a bit of pressure. Mane. Back to Robertson again. Tomori comes out from the middle. Salah with the header. Ramsdale sees it over the bar. Dangerous. It was a good play from Liverpool, and that's what I need to slow down, take my chances, take my time when I get the ball in the final third. It's a good ball in. Salah with a good header. Ramsdale saw it over the bar quite easily though. Timo Werner's dropped a bit deeper to pick up the ball here. Eze on the right hand side, just waiting for some support from Reece James. Uses him as a bit of a dummy run. The pass isn't the best though, although Kovacic has nicked it. Abraham. Oh, Dave, stop rushing those passes. The little ones through the middle. I rush them and get them wrong every time. It's so frustrating. I'm sure it's frustrating for you guys to watch it as well. But Werner's done well. Oh, it's blocked and picked up by Ederson. Mason Mount's picked up a wonderful ball through to Eze again. Takes his time. It's going to fall to Werner. Werner shoots and scores. Come on. 1-1. That's the goal we needed. Timo Werner, the substitute, gets it. It was a wonderful ball through from Mason Mount to Eze just here. Eze again just cuts in field, runs at the defence, a little jink, gets a shot off. It falls to Werner. Great touch, great finish. And it's 1-1 at Anfield. Timo Werner, you beautiful man. A lot of you said in the comments you need to give him time. I think you'll get used to it and he will be a goal scorer. And he is coming up pretty well here. Eze had the shot. It was blocked, but it fell to Werner. What a touch and volley. 1-1. Lovely stuff. Game on. Game on. Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Cuts in field. Looking for Anthony. Kante's back there really well in the double team of Emerson, and Kante wins the ball. Werner looking towards Abraham, who's... Oh, he had a run of Eze, and Abraham was surely fouled there. Yes, he is. Good. Thank you, ref. Chelsea going for this then. Abraham off. Just won that free kick. Replaced by Osimhen. More pace up front for Liverpool to deal with. As Christensen holds the ball from that shortly taken free kick. Emerson into Kovacic. Looking towards Werner. Flicks that one back towards Kante. Emerson tries to ping a ball in towards Osimhen. It's a decent header away. Kovacic isn't going to win that race against Tielemans, so just lets him have it and then covers the pass to Mane instead. Chelsea throw. Emerson up towards Victor Osimhen. Tackled by Fabinho though. Anthony has got a bit of free grass in front of him. Lays it back to Wijnaldum. Christensen has come a long way out of centre-back, and he's meant to be man-marking Mo Salah. He sort of needs to get back. As you can see there, Salah in a bit of space. Christensen does get back. Great defensive awareness there. As the referee's given a free kick for that. Are you joking? Mane tried to take it quickly, and the referee said that's your own fault, but Tomori can't keep it in. So Eze, who's had a superb game for Chelsea, comes off to be replaced by Hudson-Odoi. And this one, lots of options for Gullit on the bench in that sort of position, but Hudson-Odoi is the one he's picked, and that's a free kick to Chelsea. And it is actually Fabinho getting his last warning already on a yellow. He knows he's got to be worried there. I don't know what it was. It was a ball in the air. Hudson-Odoi won it. Oh, just caught him late, flying for the header. It was a free kick. Oh, it's a poor header, defensive header, and Hudson-Odoi, who's got the fresh legs against Robertson, has actually turned away from his man. Hudson-Odoi lays it back. Osimhen's there. It's a great save from Ederson, and Osimhen can't get on the rebound. I nearly called him Odiman instead, as that was Mane kept that in. That's absolutely ridiculous. Robertson lays it back. 10 minutes to go. Yedai up to Tielemans. Back to Gomez, and wow, Liverpool riding their luck a little bit there. Hudson-Odoi's fresh legs making the difference. Emerson, Kante. Oh, he's giving it straight to Mo Salah. In towards Anthony. Trent Alexander-Arnold takes a touch. He's under pressure now. And again, Kante's there, and it's absolutely superb defending from the Frenchman. Emerson takes too long on the ball. He's feeling it a little bit. He's done a lot of good work up and down the wings, Emerson, and he's done it again. And Werner, it's going to fall to him. It's going to be pretty lucky. Werner surely got the pace. He has. Keeper's out. Werner! Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. I've pressed cross. I've not done that in absolutely years on PES.
What an idiot.
Oh, I went for the little dink and I've pressed cross. What a knob. What an absolute pillock. That was the win. What an absolute spanner. What an absolute spanner. Osimhen, we might get another chance here. Werner. Good ball through to Mason Mount. Mason Mount, he's got Timo there. What a block. What a block that is. Origi's on. I did say it was a bit of a super sub. Christensen flying in. I'll get a yellow card for that. That's fine. I'll take that. So I did say I'll take Emerson off, but I've actually taken off Mason Mount for another attacking player. Luis Alberto comes on. I just want to... I'm going for the win, and it might cost us. I probably should have taken off at least one of the fullbacks, because Liverpool do this. They play down the wing so much. Robinson, ball in. Origi! I told you he's a super sub. I told you he's absolutely brilliant in PES. It's so irritating. He's crap in real life. It's infuriating how good he is in PES. That's absolute killer. Undeserved. I can't believe I pressed the wrong button with Timo Werner. Luis Alberto. Werner. Infield to Hudson-Odoi. Couldn't turn. Mane's there. Up it goes towards Salah. Mane again. And there's only about a minute left, and Liverpool are just they're going to hold on, aren't they? And they're going to get an undeserved win. Second half, we've been absolutely brilliant. Mane. Tackled well by Tomori. Up it goes to Osimhen. Come on, Hudson-Odoi. Look at Robertson. He's absolutely shagged. Oh, he's going to go back. Ederson's going to clear it. Game over. Undeserved. Totally undeserved. We kept them reasonably quiet in the second half. Oh. Absolutely gutting that. That is gutting. I know they've battered us in terms of shots, but we played so well in that second half. And I pressed the wrong button. It would have been a little dink over Ederson. He came so far out. It drops us to 8th. We are only 3 points off second, mind. But, yeah. Oh. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This game is unreal. Right, we've got West Brom offline. And then we're back for Arsenal, the derby. The London derby. So... yes, we're going to get a little cutscene, which are pretty rubbish in PES because they're all exactly the same all the time. Chelsea FC shaky ahead of Derby, but Kai Havertz defiant. There you go. So, West Brom offline, then we're back for, well, Arsenal and Porto. There you go. I think that's what we said. Unless, did we say we'd come back for Porto something else? Yeah, maybe Villa. No, okay, we'll do Arsenal and Porto in the next episode, so not too far away for that one. But thank you so much for watching. It's been great. I'm absolutely loving this series. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm absolutely loving it. But thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.